We're closing down the WEC, and appropriately, Jared, you are the final moderator on the final panel today, and it's new experience for you because you're new as an NCTC staff person. Normally, you're on the other side. So tell us what you're doing here at NCTC. We'll have a conversation about it.
Well, sure. It's a big change going from being the guest at the dinner party versus hosting the dinner party, for sure. Been really exciting here, being my first WEC as an NCTC staff member. My role specifically with the NCTC is broadband solutions. So that can be anywhere from the actual, internet access to internet transport, to smart home, to managed Wi-Fi in the home, any of those kinds of solutions. And all those are things that are really important to us right now. Specifically, our members are really looking for better options out to the peering sites, better prices when they get to the peering sites. And those are some of the things that we're going to focus first on, is being able to help to do some of those solutions.
It makes a lot of sense because you have members in all the states, right? And fiber, lots of fiber, right?
Yeah, actually, it's been sort of fun. As we have been talking to the different Tier 1 operators that, your typical internet and transport operators that many of our member operators connect into, one of the great stories we get to tell is the fact that we're everywhere. We're in all 50 states, plus a number of territories. So, in fact, it may be all the territories. And we are also, one of the other sort of fun facts that I've really enjoyed being able to start to tell the story about is that we actually, through our membership, represent about 1/3 of every home in the United States. That we pass at least 1/3 of all the homes in the United States. And so that's a huge, huge organization that hasn't necessarily been taking advantage of the size and scale that we are, because we've all operated independently when it comes to these kind of services in the past. And so now my role here with NCTC is to start to take some of those advantages that we should have and make sure we go ahead and use the benefits of our membership to be able to negotiate the very best deals.
And it sounds like it's more than deals, it's finding those new opportunities too, right?
Oh, there absolutely are. So one of the fun things as we get to do these kind of events and other things is that we get members together and we start to talk about the kind of resources we have. For example, I had a great dinner last night with two of our member operators that know each other, they're near each other. But they didn't realize that they actually had fiber build that was just 6 miles apart from each other.
Wow.
And so if they literally just had that knowledge to be able to connect each other's systems up, well, now they had it last night. And so all of a sudden they're like, well, let's figure out how to actually connect these systems so that we can start to work together on more projects. And so that'll be a large part of what we do with the NCTC and our staff, as well as we want to go back to our members, look at the kinds of things that they have as assets, and figure out ways that we can get our members to work together more closely and not just rely on the Tier 1s and Tier 2 guys out there that do the transport and internet access side, but also to leverage some of our own assets.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them out there, like you say, there's these small links that might need to be connected, right? And it seems like a conference like this, it's about that kind of connection, that face-to-face connection that leads to these things.
It is, and one of the things that's sort of interesting is a lot of people think of the NCTC as just a programming arm, so like really just the video side. And maybe in the past that has been the case more, that we focused more on video, but really our membership has far more broadband subscribers than we have video subscribers, and increasingly broadband is becoming important. It doesn't mean that video isn't important to us, because it absolutely is the most important piece for us as for our membership. But more and more and more, there's growth in the broadband side and what we can do as a membership together on the broadband side. This is a great place to be able to do these kind of things. The independent show also this summer will be a great place for us to be able to connect and be able to tell our story a little more. But ultimately, we're going to continue to work with our members, between now and our next show, to be able to start to build that story more and hopefully be able to announce some big programs here soon.
Well, excellent. I look forward to hearing about those programs and wish you and NCTC continued success.
Great. Thanks, Ken.
Jared.